Welcome once again. It's your girl Princess Clitin on Real Inspiration, and we're still on my journey out of depression. I'm sure it's helping someone out there. I don't know who, but I'm just believing in my heart of hearts that someone out there is getting their lives transformed, is getting to be a better version of themselves. And like we always say, I would say it over and over and over again, some of these tips are not only for those who are getting out of depression. You can use it in your daily life, because some of these things that we do can actually help you, someone who is not in depression, to move forward. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about setting values. So I mentioned that a little bit in one of the other videos, the previous videos I made, but I didn't really emphasize. You know, most of the times, the reasons why sometimes we have values. There are some people that normally don't have values, they don't have principles, they don't have things they go by, they don't have allowable limits, like how far can I go when it comes to relationship? How far can I go when it comes to finances? How far can I go when it comes to sex? How far can I go when it comes to maybe outings? How far can I go when it comes to alcohol? How far can I go, you know, all that. So you need to set some of those values. Some people don't have them. So however they go around their life is okay. But those who have them, most of the times, the reason why we break them or we lower them is because we get desperate and we want people to like us. But hear me and hear me well today. There are some people who are just not going to like you for no reason. Not because you did anything wrong to them, but maybe just because you're progressing. They're not going to like you. So lowering your standards to please those people is a minus to you. Yes, I got into depression because I had standards, I had values, I had to start bending them and breaking them. At some point in time, I thought maybe I was too rigid. So if I don't slow down on the values and standards I've put in place, then I'll probably not be able to stay in any relationship. That wasn't true. Because even in bending and breaking those standards, did I still stay in the relationship? No. And worse still, it got abusive. Why? Because the person, whatever we feel, whoever we are, radiates. It just radiates around. So this guy already knew that I was head over heels for him. I was totally and completely in love with him. I was desperate, because that was the truth. I was desperate and I was going to do anything to keep that relationship. So I did not only start bending rules, I was breaking them and not even having them anymore at some point. But I still got depressed, right? So I'm telling you today, when you make your rules, don't bend or break them. Yeah, I know there's a popular saying, rules are made by man, you know, so they can be broken by man. There are some rules that you shouldn't break for nobody. Because when you put those rules, it will give you an easy way out to begin with, to know whom to be with in the first place. So you're going to be a little bit choosy, which you have to be. So you're going to know from your values and your rules and your standards that you've placed to know who you should be in a relationship with in the first place. And then when you're in the relationship, you get to learn a lot more. You get to learn a little bit more and know how to adjust. You know, people are going to talk about compromise. Yes, there's compromise, but it has to be one that, to me, I'm a Christian, is of the same standards with God's standards. So when you're setting your standards, put it at the back of your mind that it has to blend with God's standards. That's me though. I'm a Christian. I don't know about another person. Whatever you measure your standards with. So your standards should be measurable with God's standards. And if they're God's standards, don't break or bend them for nobody. Because I did break them and it still didn't keep me in the relationship. If this video was useful to you, get to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all our updates.